So, all right. Well, Rhonda Daisy, thank you for joining me. You are the Q4 award winner for Opportunistic. And so, like I said, thanks for joining me, and I hope you're having a good day. I know it started off with snow, but it seems to be subsiding.
Yeah, it's all mostly melted here now. I have a window facing out, so I'm glad to see it's not no longer white.
Yeah, that was. I woke up and I just looked at my girl. I was like, Bree, it's snowing. She's like, really? I was like, yeah. I thought it was just going to be like a passing thing where
Yeah.
nothing stuck. Gets me every time. We're almost there. So I like to start off by just like anybody, let us know, how long have you been here? What's your job? Well, I say job title, but I think as we all know, there's a lot of hats that we all wear. So it's more like, what exactly do you do here, Rhonda?
Yeah, for sure. That's easier to explain than my job title anyway. So,
Yes, I agree.
um, so I've been with ClickStop for coming up on 7 years. It'll be 7 years in June, which has flown by 100%.
Yes, they do.
Um, and I work on the marketing team and I focus on third-party marketplaces. So I focus solely on US cargo control products and selling them on Amazon, eBay, and Walmart.
The big three,
Mm.
Amazon, eBay, and Walmart. Which one's your favorite to deal with?
Honestly, Amazon, even though they're a pain in the butt,
Yeah.
the opportunity there is huge. So it's fun to watch it grow.
What really led you to kind of just proverbially taking the bull by the horns and running with it?
Yeah, so prior to coming to the marketing team, I was on the customer service team, focused on US cargo control, before they became a click stop service team. And I had done customer service basically all of my life in different capacities, and I wanted a change. I wanted something different. And part of my role in customer service was answering Amazon customer questions and just a few different things that I dabbled in with Amazon. But you know they own the world, right? Like, I mean, it is their world and we live in it.
Yeah.
So I saw the opportunity there. There was nobody focused directly on it. I could see like the impact that we could make and the sales that we could have. So I talked to my managers at the time, and worked with Matt to, get some part-time Amazon work to make sure that I was really going to enjoy the work before I went full-fledged into it. And I did. I loved it from day one. So here I am.
Yeah. So basically, you've been opportunistic the entire time you've been here. That's kind of what I just gathered.
We got to be, right? Like, it's so boring if you just continue doing the same thing day to day and you don't look for new challenges, and we can't grow if we don't. So,
What's a perfect day in the day of life of Rhonda Daisy?
okay. So my boyfriend and I have been together almost 3 years. It'll actually be 3 years this weekend. And he
Ooh.
had 4 kids coming into it. So love spending time with the kids. We only have them on the weekends, unfortunately, but we do get them every weekend, which is really nice. So
Yeah.
a month ago, we moved into a new house and it has a giant trampoline, which is amazing. So love watching the kids jumping on the trampoline. Also have 3 dogs. So, love taking them for a walk. It's in a much quieter neighborhood and a lot more um in the country, if you will. I mean, it's not in the country, but
Yeah. A little more
so it's just,
secluded.
yeah, exactly. A lot more secluded. It's just very, very nice neighborhood, and just spending time outside and just loving the new house. That's mostly what I spend my time doing now. Also unpacking boxes and totes and putting things away, but that's to be expected.
So you talked about the 4 kids and the 3 dogs. Maybe you're probably going to answer this the way I would think you would, but what gives you the most joy right now? I know in a world right now that's been kind of chaotic and crazy over the last 2 years, it's hard to find joy, but what gives you the most joy in life right now?
On a day-to-day basis, it's my dogs, mostly because I get to see them every single day. We adopted a Great Dane back like a week before Christmas, and so seeing him come into his own is really exciting for me. It takes a while to get a rescue out of their shell, so him, and our boxer love to play together, and it just melts my heart every single time. And then on the weekends, like the kids like laughing and giggling and playing and running around the new house, and just our little girl, she's got one of those contagious laughs where you just can't help but smile when you hear it.
Right.
So that always makes my day too.
What are the kiddos age? What are the four age group?
Yeah, so our oldest is a boy, the only boy, poor guy. And he's 13. His name is Braden. We have an 11-year-old daughter named Miliana, a 7-year-old daughter named Athena, and a 6-year-old daughter named Aurora.
Okay, quite the package there. Oh,
Yes.
geez. So you have them only on the weekends, but are any of them in like sports or anything like that that you go watch them on, or do they have activities that you enjoy watching?
Yeah, so Braden did football last fall, so we would go watch him play football. And then the girls do dance. So we have dance recitals coming up, and they do dance practice during the week when they're with their mom. So we don't have to take them to practice or anything, but we do get to go to the recitals on the weekends.
You've been at Clickstop for 7 years now. What advice would you give yourself younger years?
Oh, there's so many pieces of advice. Just high level, not super specific to myself, but if you don't love what you do, don't do it. Find something that you love to do. And everything happens for a reason. I'm a firm believer. You're right. Life never works out the way that you think it's going to. But there's a bigger plan for you that you just don't know about. So take it as it goes and just let it roll off your back. Don't sit there and stew in things that happen that you don't want to happen. So
What is the best compliment you've ever received, whether it's somebody here at Clickstop or just throughout your entire life?
wow, that's hard, Chris.
Yeah, that one I
Dress
hold
up my
that one in the back.
memory.
Yeah, I put that in
Um,
the back pocket.
yeah, I'm gonna just go with the first one that came to mind. And it is actually when I worked at ClickStop. It was when I was probably 3 months into the job, maybe, and my first desk was right across the aisle from Tim Gunther's office. And one day he came out and he poked his head around the corner of my desk and he gave me a compliment on how I had handled a customer situation. Customer was, a little angry and, I de-escalated the situation and he gave me a compliment on how I handled it. And that honestly just like, wow, that was the CEO that just came over and complimented me. Like it just kind of blew my mind because it's not something that I had at previous positions. Usually it was always, hey, you need to do this or you need to do this, or, it wasn't really very complimentary. And so it was one of the things, that made me love what I was doing so much.
Yeah, and then you probably knew that you were in the right place. Once again, Rhonda, you're the Q4 award winner for Opportunistic. I miss you as well, but I know that you're out there killing it and doing what's right and what's great for ClickStop. So thank you for taking the time out to talk to me, and hopefully we talk to each other very soon.
For sure. Thanks, Chris.